Hello everyone, we're back for another week of what's going on in Matt's world. Today we're going to be answering a question that's on a lot of people's minds. Can Peyton Manning take the Denver Broncos to the Super Bowl? I've been an Indianapolis Colts fan for about 16 years. I don't like the way the ownership dealt with Manning's injury. So we're going to be talking today about whether or not it's possible for Peyton to get back to being the Peyton Manning of old. There are a lot of people out there talking about the preseason so far and Peyton's interceptions that he's thrown. Here's an article that's actually from the Denver Post. Through 2 preseason games, the Broncos starting offense has more turnovers, 4, than scoring drives, only 2. That statistic does not sit well with quarterback Peyton Manning. He threw 2 interceptions Saturday against Seattle. He had one the previous week against Chicago, and running back Lance Ball lost a fumble. Every interception has its own story. Nobody really wants to hear it at the end of the day. The quarterback signs the check on every ball that he throws, Manning says. The thing that people don't seem to understand is that Peyton never had the greatest preseason games. The Colts usually lost every preseason game with him, but they won almost every regular season game. Everyone also wants to know if he can handle getting hit coming back from his neck surgery. This is what Peyton had to say the other day in an article with the Denver Post. Having just been slammed to the ground by a pair of Seattle Seahawks, new Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning was getting himself back on his feet when he heard the weirdest sound. Cheers! Loud, enthusiastic cheers from the knowledgeable crowd at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Manning smiled in amusement. He couldn't believe what he was hearing, but sure enough, he heard it. I might have, he said. I've never heard a crowd cheer for an incompletion before. So, I will have to say that he's going to be just fine. He still needs to learn his new team, but he will have help. While he doesn't know many of his new receivers, he does know at least one of them. Brandon Stokely played for the Colts about 3 years before going to the Seattle Seahawks. The Broncos just grabbed him this year so Peyton Manning would have a familiar face to throw to. The other thing in Peyton's favor is it's not the first time he's teaching new receivers the tricks of the trade. He lost receivers or they've gotten injured, and he's had a great deal of fortune with the guys who stepped in their place. So yes, I do believe that Peyton Manning will be as good as so do I believe that Peyton will be as good as before? Yes, I do believe that he will be as good as ever. Do I think he can take the Broncos to the Super Bowl? You better believe it. I hope that all of you have a great football season, and I wish your teams the best of luck. Until next week.